Two. MMAOddsBreaker, I'm Frank Trigg, of course. Today we're talking to Kurt Holobaugh, getting ready to fight Lloyd Woodard in Titan Fighting Championships 29, August 22nd in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Kurt, are you a cop? Are you a SWAT guy? I mean, it looks like you're in a detention van right now.
No, man, that would be a nice job to have, but no, I'm actually an alarm technician. So
alarm technician? You go put alarms in houses and companies? Is those the old movies and the old stories true that guys would go in and set the alarm in and remember the codes and go back like 6 months later, rob the place? Does that stuff happen?
Not to my knowledge.
Is that something that's possible? Is that even a possible thing to happen? Because there's so many protocols now, right?
And no, it's not as simple as it would sound, you know. I mean, maybe if I wanted to sabotage somebody's house or do something like that, maybe I could. But the way things are now, man, it would be hard to do that still.
The company has so many back-end protocols that if one window wasn't set right or one door wasn't set right, the system wouldn't work to begin with, so you get called back out to change it. And then you'd have to know the code that the owner or the business owner put in, plus you'd have to know the backup code, and it's like, by the time you get said and done with it, it's just easier just to be honest.
So, man, I get out quick as I can.
So obviously you have a full-time job, putting in alarms. When do you train? Do you train before work? Do you train after work? Do you train both times? Do you train in the middle of the day during your lunch hour?
Well, I try to get a little morning workout in before I actually go in and work. Got to be at work at 8. And then most of my training comes at around 7 o'clock at night.
And then what time do you get off of work?
I get off between 4 and 5 normally.
So does it give you enough time just to drive to get to practice, or is that enough time you have to get home and unwind for half a minute before you head back out, or you have to go right from work right to practice every day?
No, normally when I get off around 4, I can I can go home, play with the kids for a little while, let them ride their four-wheeler, stuff like that, and then go put some time in at the gym around 7:30, get home around 9, get back up and do it all over again.
Now, the folks at home that haven't heard you or seen you before, they don't realize like you really are a country kid. Like you're in Louisiana. You're talking about your kids on four-wheelers. What do you do when it's relaxation time for Kurt? Like when it's not family day, it's Kurt's relaxation time. What do you want to do when it's time for you just to get your mind off everything and go do whatever you want to do?
I might work on my try to order a few new parts for it, tune it up a little bit.
What kind of car is it?
Caliber SRT4, turbocharged.
Of course, it has to be turbocharged. Why have anything else? I mean,
I love it.
Do you actually get to drive that thing fast at all? I mean, are there any streets or any place you can go to actually test the speed on it?
Yeah, actually, I just took it to Scraping the Coast this year. This is a thing they do down in Biloxi every year. Huge car show, and then at nighttime, you bring it to the track, run on the track. But we got a few tracks around here that, I like to try to take it to off and on,
What's the top speed you've gotten it to?
Well, it was bone stock the last time I ran it, and I ran low 14s. Oh. Now, some work to it, so I should hit, if I could stick, I would probably maybe do a 12.9, okay. But maybe low 13s is what I would hope to get out of it.
Okay. The man that knows.
Pretty much a stock car.
Yeah. Wow, good for you. All right, let's talk about Lloyd Woodard real quick. He's 13-4, you're 10-2, relatively close in record. But how do you see his competition? Has he fought the same tough guys that you have?
Actually, I got 2 more wins. I'm 12-2.
Okay.
I just can't quite get that right. Some of them ain't on there. But, yeah, we got about the same record. We both, in my mind, fought about the same tough guys. He's actually got 2 tough wins over Kerry Veneer and Patricky Pitbull, Mm-hmm. I fought a few tough fights. I didn't quite get the wins over the guys that I would like to. It was Pat Healy and Steven Seiler. But I think we both fought around the same level of competition. So that's what I think is going to make this fight pretty exciting.
He had a 3-fight losing streak. He lost to Hahn, lost to Rickles, lost to Cochran, finally gets a win over Jones. But Jones was kind of iffy. He wasn't like a real tough competitor. Was very game, but just wasn't like super tight. And then now he's got to face you. Do you think because of the competition you've been facing as of late has gotten you better prepared for this fight than his last several fights?
Yeah, I think so. Because it seems like all the guys that I've been fighting lately have like over 30 fights. So I think, I think I've definitely been matched up with some pretty tough guys, and definitely even the last guy I fought in Titan, Eric Marriott, he had 30 something fights himself. So, I mean, I think so. I think maybe, me fighting them guys and then now moving in somebody might have the experience that they have. I think it's going to help me out a little bit.
Have you done anything different in this training camp to get ready for Lloyd, or has it been pretty much the same thing?
Pretty much the same thing, but maybe work with some different people that I hadn't normally worked with. Right now, I've basically got anybody in Louisiana that wants to help me. Like as in Rich Clemente, we got, he's down here. Yep. He's got a lot of guys in his gym. Train a little bit with Kyle Bradley. We got another gym out in New Orleans. He's got a lot of good guys, a lot of good local coming up guys. They've been helping me. I've been going out there. So, I'm traveling to Louisiana, getting all the help I can get, man.
How much time do you spend in the car driving to and from practice? Because it sounds like if you're going to Louisiana, going down to New Orleans, is that about an hour and a half from where you live?
About an hour, probably a little over an hour from where I live. But, we got a lot of guys that just carpool up, if we want to go to a certain gym. Get some other guys that want to go with me and get some good training in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Kurt Holobaugh getting ready to fight Lloyd Woodard coming up here in Titan Fighting Champs 29. Kurt, I know you're at work. I appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us here. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon, bud.